video, and today we're gonna be playing Madden 20. Let's start this game. We're gonna do 60 minutes.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they match up with Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Brandon Godden. He's Charles Davis. And Charles, just a little over 6 months ago that the Patriots beat the Rams in Super Bowl 53. Yes. It seems like a lifetime ago, but football is back, even if it's just the preseason.
And admit it, you had this circled on your calendar from the moment the Patriots won that Super Bowl game. You start looking at schedules saying, when's the first preseason game? Let's go.
I got to be honest, week one of the regular season is circled, but this is in pencil and it's underlined. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 15th NFL season, the man out of Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And from the outside, a lot of people thought, well, Ryan Fitzpatrick maybe just in a mentor role here, but don't tell that to him. As he mentioned to us, he thinks he can still play at a high level, and last year's numbers would seem to bear that out. He led the entire NFL in yards per attempt and yards per completion. He's still got it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before
I want y'all to subscribe and like with notifications on, and subscribe to Young Mike's Space School
That had the total feel
with notifications on too.
Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Fitzpatrick now. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll make it 3rd down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So now here come the Dolphins. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now Ito Smith. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Third down. Oh, this
And
first
they'll
down.
let their fullback try and
Let's
push the
go.
pile. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down? And
this is caught at the 20. It's a big play
Let's
there for
go.
Miami. 49 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Bryce Butler there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Shaw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. J-Ron Elliott coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Bryce Butler ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on.
Take shower.
Mariana.
Down. There's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. An update from Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Let's go.
At the 25. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Let's see.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 10, shove, complete, Smith has it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Olsen evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. job. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Guys, I'm going to stop at halftime because I'm going to do a part 2. So if you want to see part 2, all you have to do is like and subscribe with notifications on.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately into secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So we have reached half. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Second and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Delage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Let's go.
Punching it in
But that's going to be
and the Dolphins use
all
the short field
for today.
as they cash in for 6.
Could not block that one any better.
Remember, like and subscribe.
And a great surge by the offensive line.
Subscribe with notification bell on to see part 2. Peace out, guys.